everyone. I hope you are having a great day today. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the life and work of a well-known organist. Now, you may have heard of him before, but I'm guessing that even if you don't recognize the name, you will most likely recognize the piece he's famous for. So let's jump right in and take a look at 10 things you probably don't know about Charles-Marie Widor. Number 1. Widor was born on February 21st, 1844 in Lyon, France. He died on March 12, 1937 in Paris. Number 2. Widor began learning to play the organ at a young age. He progressed very quickly and was soon hired as the regular organist at a church in his hometown. He took this post at the ripe old age of 11. I wasn't even playing the organ when I was 11. Number 3. In 1863, Widor was sent to Brussels to study with Jacques-Nicolas Lemmems. Lemmems had previously studied under Adolf Friedrich Hesse, who was a student of Christian Heinrich Rinck. Rinck received his training from Johann Christian Kittel. Most likely, you're probably staring at the screen now with a slightly glazed over expression, trying to figure out if you know who any of these people are. Don't worry, I don't expect you to have known any of those names, and honestly, I didn't even know some of them until a few hours ago. Anyway, where this has all been heading is that Johann Christian Kittel was a student of, wait for it, the great Johann Sebastian Bach himself. That's right, Widor can trace his organ training directly to the great master, and Widor was an expert on Bach's music. Number 4. At the age of 26, Widor, through connections he had made in school and family connections, was awarded a one-year appointment to Saint-Sulpice Cathedral in Paris, the most prestigious organist position in the city at that time. During that year, I think he made a little bit of an impression on them, as he would go on to serve there for 63 years. This means that he spent 78 years of his life as a professional organist. That's something I aspire to. Number 5. While he's best known for his organ compositions, during his lifetime, Widor also wrote 3 full symphonies, 2 ballets, 4 operas, numerous chamber, vocal, and solo piano pieces. Number 6. No doubt, owing to his pedagogical lineage, Widor was a master improviser. He was even known to have had improvising duels with friend and fellow musician Gabriel Fauré. Number 7. Widor eventually took a post teaching at the Paris Conservatory. Among his many students were noted musicians Darius Milhaud, Albert Schweitzer, and Marcel Dupré. Dupré is just one of Widor's many famous organ students. However, he was the one to succeed Widor at Saint-Sulpice. Dupré is also my favorite organ composer, so you can bet there will be a video coming about him later. Number 8. This one probably should have been higher on the list since it's what he's best known for, but Widor is credited with making the organ symphony a common genre for the instrument. Now, it's kind of weird to think of a symphony being written for a single instrument. Normally when you think of the symphony, you think of a 72-piece orchestra. Many advancements and improvements were made to the organ in the late 1800s and early 1900s. The instruments became much larger and developed a diverse tonal palette. As such, they were capable of producing music that was far more symphonic in nature. Even though organ symphonies were being composed as early as the 1830s, it wasn't until Widor's work in that style that they became commonplace. Widor composed 10 symphonies, and they remain his most well-known pieces. Number 9. On April 26, 1920, Widor married Mathilde de Montesquieu-Fezensac, who was a member of one of the oldest and most prominent families in Europe. Now, if you've been doing the math, then you'll have worked out that Widor was 76 at the time. His bride was just a little bit younger. Okay, she was a lot younger. She was only 36 when they got married. Matilde, sorry, I'm not going to try to say that last name, although I guess technically she'd be Matilde Widor, would outlive her husband by 23 years. Somewhat unsurprisingly, they had no children. And so we've made it to number 10. Now, if you've made it this far and still don't know why you should know who Widor is, let me fill you in. Charles-Marie Widor is the composer of the second most famous toccata ever written, Bach's D minor toccata being the first. Known simply as the Widor Toccata, this piece is often played at weddings and is a common postlude for Easter Sunday and Christmas Eve services. In fact, it is always played following the Christmas Eve Mass at St. Peter's Basilica in Rome every year. Widor's Toccata is actually the finale to his 5th symphony and sounds a little something like this. And sorry, I'm not going to play the whole thing. This video's already gone on long enough as it is. Sound familiar? Just as a side note, I am planning to eventually record this piece, but it is fairly challenging and will take a long time to prepare, so don't be looking for it anytime too soon. I hope that you have enjoyed this look into the life of Charles-Marie Widor. If there's another organist or composer you'd like me to feature in one of these videos, please let me know that down in the comments. Before you go, please be sure to give this video a like, and if you're not already, I would encourage you to subscribe so that you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Make sure you click that little notification bell so that you'll get those notifications as well. Please be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and if you'd like to help support this channel, I would encourage you to consider becoming one of my Patreons. Thank you for watching. See you real soon.